You are listening to All Burgundy and Gold Everything powered by the Urban Sports Scene and Fox Sports Radio 96.9 FM and 1340 AM. Hopewell, Virginia, your host star Wole. Myself, I'm Wole, and my homie Glen. What's going on, Glen?
Nothing much, man. Nothing much. Just another disappointing weekend. We got
I
to
know.
football.
We talk all that on the post game,
We
right?
talk about all that. It's
It
hey,
was definitely disappointing, though.
we want it's just disappointing, but we one step closer to Marvin Harrison Jr. So
you're right. We are. This the game we're about to talk to can dictate it all, right? It can really
lock things in.
It can really lock things in. It really can. Before we start, we talk about the next game. Subscribe to our podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and Google Podcasts. Just search All Burgundy and Gold Errything. Also tweet us at ABG_Errything. Hit us up on IG at ABG_Errything. And like our All Burgundy and Gold Errything Facebook page. Also, make sure you subscribe to our All Burgundy and Gold Errything YouTube channel as well. Hit the red subscribe button and like this video. All right, man. It's time for the pregame. Here's what we have on tap. Like I mentioned, we'll talk about the Commanders taking on the New York Jets. All right, Glenn, Sunday, the Commanders shall travel to New York to take on the Jets. Do you expect for Washington to play with more passion than what we saw in LA?
I think some players, yes, I do.
Right.
All the players know. I think you will see they're professionals. You're supposed to play with your best ability, right? And I think again, it goes back. We've been saying this all season. It goes back to Ron Rivera. Can he get these guys to play with passion, right? Or like I said, we talked about last week on last week's show. Has he lost the locker room again? If as a coach, even in a losing season, there's certain games you still should be able to get guys up for, right? In high school, the teams could be 0 and whatever, but there's that cross-time rivalry or that homecoming game or whatever case may be, people get up. At this point, the Washington Commanders are playing for pride, right? You're not going to the playoffs. You're playing for pride. Some of you players are playing and auditioning for other teams right now.
True.
So you should come out with passion. Like some of you guys are playing for money. Cam Carroll, what you playing for, right? Antonio Gibson, what are you playing for to be in Washington? Yes. So you got a lot of these players that's on this team who is playing for money, whether they get it from Washington or they get it from somebody. Get it from somewhere else. So they should come out with passion and try to perform because at the end of the day, it's money.
Yeah, I think that's the thing. Like you got to play for you. That's like playing. That's basically playing hard. You got to play with passion because you're putting your gameplay on film, right?
Yep.
So if not for Washington, for somebody else. So to your point, like Cam Curl wants the bag. All right, now you got to make Washington feel like they got played at a level where Washington has to be like, yo, I got to pay this dude a lot of money because this other team's going to do it. Now, if you put on film, if you're not looking like a dynamic safety, then your market goes down. Now Washington feels like they can lowball you. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
So yeah, to your point, it's you're right. Like you should have that passion. If not for the team and the coach, have passion for yourself.
Have passion.
You know what I'm saying? Like a Casey Toohill. Like you should be trying to play at a higher level. A lot of people, you know what I'm saying? Like passion for yourself to show that okay, maybe next year I could be a starter. Because now, from the tape, you don't look like a starter.
So right now, you ain't show up, right?
Yeah, you ain't show up.
We're not even calling your name anymore, right?
Yeah, like this was the opportunity for you to be a household name, right? It was the opportunity, and you haven't done anything. Just like you, so you're right. I feel like they should be more passionate about. They should definitely be more passionate. But we'll see. And Coach Rivera, I think Coach Rivera doesn't have to be passionate because I feel like he knows what time it is. I don't know. He knows he's not getting a head coaching job anytime soon. Like, I don't know. Like, his passion is different, though. I don't know what he's going to have.
He's already cleaned his office out.
Yeah, that's the only thing I would say. Like, I do think there's certain coaches who will be coaching with passion. Like I think Bieniemy, because there's a lot on the line for him. Not here, if not here, like elsewhere. Let's be real, elsewhere. Right? Rivera, there's nothing on the line. I feel like the guy he brought in as an interim DB, like his DB or assistant DB's coach, the kid he brought in. There's a lot on the line for him, right? Like,
yeah, because
you're getting the opportunity. Yeah, he's still getting torched. So like, there are opportunities for I mean, there are individuals that need to kind of even Joey Sly, to be real with you. Like this is
yeah.
Like you got to show because the next regime would be like, no, you can't be my kicker. Like they already cut the punter and Cameron Cheeseman. So
Yeah, long snapper gone.
Yeah, long snapper got they're gone because that's what happens when you almost get Trustway hurt.
Yeah, because Trustway's the MVP. Trustway's been the MVP of this team for years.
You basically you get that man a concussion for being a bad snapper. So that's on him. All right, so we just talked about passion for the in this game for Washington against the Jets, which this team is both teams are going through quarterback situations right now, right? Both teams are going through some quarterback situations.
Washington don't have a quarterback situation.
Look, hey bro, you should look at on X says differently. So I'm just talking about the temperature of the fans out here in the area. You may need to feel that way, Glenn, but a lot of people know it's wild. I like Sam. I want Sam to be the guy of the future. But for you, which quarterback situation is better looking for the long term? And the long term could be next season for all I care. Washington or the Jets?
Washington has the better situation, right?
Okay. Why? Tell me why.
This is why Washington has a better situation because you're dealing with a guy who's been Sam Howell, who's been in the league 2 years. You got a veteran Jacoby Brissett, who was a former starter in the league. So either way, that situation can alleviate itself. You can mix and match and choose, right?
Oh, you saw okay. I got what you did there.
You can do that. With the Jet situation, you have Zach Wilson and no one else, right? Aaron Rodgers.
You mean Aaron Rodgers and no one else because you're gonna have Aaron Rodgers next year because you'll have him back next year.
But yeah, Aaron Rodgers is not playing this year.
I'm saying even long term. It don't gotta be just this year. But to your point, though. But go ahead, though.
But Aaron Rodgers, but which coach, right? Because Salah may be gone. They're talking about
releasing. They don't get rid of Salah. I like Salah.
They've been thinking about relieving him of some of his duties. They already pay a whole bunch of money to Aaron Rodgers. The bad situation. Then you invested all this money into I use this word old, but into a veteran quarterback, right? Who may not get you where you need it. You bet all
that man younger than me.
You put all your money on a veteran, right? You put all your money on Aaron Rodgers, which did not pan out. Yeah. So again, good defense, but the quarterback situation is if you have if you have a healthy Aaron Rodgers, he's going to be your starter, right? Zach Wilson goes back where he needs to be at. The question is, can Aaron Rodgers stay healthy? Washington Commanders, the only thing to make the Washington Commanders different is who's the new head coach, and does he want to keep Sam Howell as his quarterback?
Draft a quarterback.
Or draft a quarterback. And then draft a quarterback. And Jacoby Brissett only has a 1 year contract with the team. So again, better situation is Washington because you have a stability. You have a stable guy.
Options.
You have options. You have more options than you do the New York Jets. New York Jets, you have one option, and it's Aaron Rodgers or bust.
You know what? I like the way because I was going to say it's wild. I was going to lean towards the Jets. I won't even lie. The reason I was going to lean towards the Jets because of Aaron Rodgers. I feel like I don't personally because I'm a believer in, and I'm not even the biggest Aaron Rodgers fan to be real with you, but it's more of I don't like relying on injury. That's the thing I've always kind of don't. I hate doing that for all players because everybody's like, oh, he's injured, Aaron Rodgers, or he's injury prone, or he's coming off an Achilles or whatever. So you got to show me. You're going to show me how you respond after injury. Then I can kind of go off of that alone, right?
Right.
But he's still Aaron Rodgers, like one of the more cleanest passers we've ever seen in this game. And I just feel like I was like Aaron Rodgers and Garrett Wilson is a great combination. So I'm like, all right, and they got a powerful defense. So I feel like their quarterback play will lead them well. But when you combine the two, I liked your argument because you combined it, like you combined Jacoby and whoever. And I know Jacoby has a 1 year deal, but just to say Jacoby comes back to Washington, then I'm like, all right, as a backup. And then I'm like, you still got a starting. You got a starting backup in Jacoby, like a backup who could start. And then
and could really take you deep in the playoffs.
Yeah, if need be, he could take you to the play. He's capable. He's capable.
He's capable.
But then you can get like if it's Sam, great. If not, it's a rookie. You still, that's great. That could be whatever. Depending on the rookie. I'm all about. I depend on the rookie. Like if you telling me I'm getting I'm getting Penix or something. I'm not happy with that. Like there's only two quarterbacks I want out of this draft. I mean, like if I won the quarterback, it's only two. It's May and Williams. Everybody else I don't care about. That's me. Like I don't feel like all them other dudes are gonna be better than Sam Howell. I'm just gonna keep it a buck. I don't think
right. Okay, when you put it that way, yes, I don't think not too many of those gonna dudes be Sam Howell.
Better than Sam Howell. That's my opinion. Even I mean, other people like Jaden Daniels, he's probably gonna be. I'm not saying he'll be bad. I just think that I like what I like for a rookie. For what Sam Howell has done as a rookie, because basically he's a rookie. I am not upset with that as a rookie. Like I don't look at Sam as a rookie quarterback.
Heck no. What? No. Heck no.
So to your point. I'm kind of going to sway back. I think I may sway back to Washington, like sway to Washington. I think you kind of swayed me because, like, Zach Wilson, them dudes don't play for him. So if Aaron Rodgers goes down, they have no quarterbacks. As you can see now, they're not. Nobody's gonna like save the day. They're gonna need to get another quarterback other than Zach. They're gonna get rid of Zach Wilson and get another backup quarterback for an Aaron Rodgers. So to your point, I'm kind of like I'm with you. Now I'm going back to Washington. I was with the Jets and I'm flip flopping. I'm going to Washington. I'm with you, bud.
Yeah.
So yes, in the poll we had put a poll out there. Folks said it's just the poll just starts very fresh, but 67% said Jets have a better situation, and 33% said Washington.
Okay.
I mean, but that can change.
It can change.
That'll change. There's still more time. Hold on, am I wrong? Wait. Let me see. No, so it's still the same right now. All right, that can change. I don't trust these folks. These folks change their mind. Commander haters will come out for Sam Howell. They'll come out. All right. So speaking of quarterback position, Sam Howell, we talked about it a little bit, but Sam Howell got pulled for Jacoby Brissett last week. Do you see Sam Howell finishing this game against the Jets, though?
Yes.
All right.
Yes. I see Sam Howell finishing the game against the Jets.
Why do you
I'm gonna tell you why, because I think
the Jets defense is actually better than the Rams. I just want to hear this. I want to hear why.
I'm gonna tell you.
I hope he does finish this game. I hope he does. But go ahead.
I will tell you why I think Sam Howell finishes this game. I think they'll go back to what they did before and get the ball out of his hands quickly, right? Because he's been hanging onto the football a little bit too long, and he works better in this offense with Eric Bieniemy when he gets the ball out of his hands quick. What we see with Sam the other day, they're trying to do too many deep down the field threats because they were down in his football game to try to go deep. And when you try to go deep, he was getting sacked or had to roll out of the pocket. They will go back to the quick game more with a little bit of Brian Robinson if he plays this week, Antonio Gibson. And I think he gets the ball out of his hands with Terry slants, things of that nature to make him feel more comfortable. And I think Washington, it goes back to my point, I think Washington will be up in this game because, good gracious. And I'm going to say that because you can't let Zach Wilson beat you. You can't. But again,
he beat a good team. Beat a team the week before last. Like, what team he beat? He had a good game, too. The first game he came back to the starter, he had a good game. I don't know who it was against. I want to say this. Was it the Saints? I don't know. He had a good game the week before. Now you got me. I'm going to check the Jets. I'm going to go check on the Jets.
Yeah, but I think
not last week, the week before he had.
They beat the Texans.
Yeah, he had a good game against the Texans. He had a real good game against the Texans. Now they blew the Texans out. Was it like 30 or something?
Yeah, 30-6.
Yep. He had a good game. I think he threw for 300 yards that game. But go ahead.
Yeah. Go ahead. So I think Sam Howell finished the game. Plus, I think Ron Rivera proves a point. This is Ron's ego. People say he doesn't have one. He does have one.
Oh, he does have ego.
He does have it. Yeah. Since he already said that Sam Howell is his QB1 moving forward, he's going to prove to the point that Jacoby Brissett won't take a snap.
All right. So I'm hoping that Sam Howell doesn't. I'm hoping that Sam Howell finishes the game. I'm hoping that they just have a game plan tailored for Sam Howell so he does finish the game. What I mean by that is just have Sam Howell share the wealth. That's all I care about. Don't get fixated with Terry McLaurin. Just share the wealth. He shares the wealth. He finishes the game. He puts up good numbers. That's all I care about. I don't care about your fantasy football team. I don't care about your what's it called? What is it called? The little money stuff in fantasy. Not even fantasy, but like I don't know, some like the little fantasy games where you get paid off weekly.
Like FanDuel and
FanDuel. Thank you. I don't care about your FanDuel. I don't care about any of that stuff. I don't. I care about Sam Howell's growth as an actual quarterback. I really do. Like I'm not fixated on Terry McLaurin has to catch the ball. because there's only a couple receivers in my viewership ever that I feel like when they force feed them the ball, they can come down the ball at any time, and that's Megatron and that's Randy Moss. Other than that, and I think Jefferson is that type of receiver. To be honest with you, for Minnesota Vikings.
Yeah,
Other than that,
Hopkins used to be that guy.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yes, sorry, Hopkins. I think to a certain extent, he kind of still is that guy. Hopkins. Yeah, Hopkins. Thank you, Glenn. Definitely. There are a few dudes that can just do it. Like, it don't matter who's on you. I don't want Sam Howell thinking he has to force the ball to McLaurin every time because of a comment or with the fans pressure or the media pressure when they keep talking about that subject matter. Like, no. So I do think if Sam Howell plays his game, he stays on the field. If Sam Howell plays somebody else's game, I think he gets benched. You know what I'm saying? In this game. Like, I won't lie. That's my thing. But back to our topic about what quarterback situation set up the best. George had a comment. He said, coming off an Achilles injury at 39 or 40, I'll take our quarterback situation over even if we don't draft a QB in round one. So, thank you, George.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, thank you, George.
How much can Aaron Rodgers' body take? I mean,
that's true. I mean, Achilles is tough, man. I ain't gonna lie. Achilles is tough, especially at that age. Yep. That man is clear off the IR too. Like, that man be doing some. I don't know what he does.
That man on some other stuff. He's on this whole.
That man crazy.
He's on that holistic medicine because he already got his COVID shot. Let me stop.
Man, God is good. That's all I'm gonna say with him. God is good because I don't know what he on. I ain't gonna hold you. All right, so we didn't see like Emmanuel Forbes wasn't on the injured list last week.
Right.
We didn't see him but we didn't see him last Sunday. He wasn't on the which is weird to me, but I digress. Do you think we'll see him against the Jets, which we should?
We should.
And so, do we see him on the Jets' top receiver, Garrett Wilson?
I think we do see him this Sunday, and I do think we see him on Garrett Wilson. Reason being, they still need to get the young. They still need to get the young guy to work. I mean, what are you going to lose at the end of the season, right? We already know your secondary's trash. Secondary's not good.
Yeah.
And you invest in this guy, making him your first round pick. You might well go ahead and and ride it out with him, right?
Yeah,
ride it out with him. Let him get better. Let him learn the tricks of the trade. Let him see the top receivers week in and week out, and so he can. You know what? For me to be a top corner, I need to stop this person. I need to stop this person. I need to be able to do this, and let him learn the techniques and drills and what messed him up. You know, this could be a teaching point for him if Garrett Wilson doesn't do well. So you want to be able to teach.
Yeah, I'm with you. I think he should definitely play. I don't know why he didn't play last week. I'm sick of people. I'm sick of him not playing because of players like if he's healthy. Let's put that out there. If he's healthy,
yeah.
St. Juice and Fuller, we got to stop this. Like this madness, Ron, like you talk about not Ron big stubborn. Ron is stubborn because if he's healthy, this is an example of being stubborn.
Right.
This is a prime example of being stubborn. Like you're not letting your first round pick play because you feel like you have decent cornerback play with St. Juice and Kendall Fuller. No knocks. I know Kendall Fuller has played some good football. I mean, majority of the season, I don't think Kendall Fuller is getting the flowers that he deserves.
No, he played
majority of the season. Well. He's played some good football. But definitely, I ain't going to hold my man Emmanuel Forbes all for a St. Juice. I know that much. Like I know that much. You're not going to do that to me. St. Juice he hasn't been amazing. He's been okay. He hasn't been amazing.
Yeah, he's been okay.
At moments. He's been okay. He's been okay.
Not a Pro Bowl moment.
Not a Pro Bowler.
No, not at all. But he had moments. He had glimpses.
Yes, glimpses. He's had glimpses. So that's me, bro. I'm all for I want this kid to play out. I do too. I think we both agree. We think this kid could be a really good corner in the NFL. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't think that he had some moments. You know, some moments that aren't positive, but we still see the ability of him being good, right? And I do think with different coaching, he could be a way better corner. I do. I'm be honest with you. I think with a different defensive scheme, a different, more different players on the back end, he can be a better player. I do. I think he can be an all-pro caliber corner. I do believe it.
I do too.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I think he was definitely the right. He was a good. I'm not going to say he was the best corner drafted. I mean, I think Washington could have drafted a better corner, possibly. I'm not going to like say they couldn't have, but I do think that just because he wasn't the corner, Gonzalez. I know. Just because he wasn't the guy that maybe I would have picked doesn't mean he can't be an all-world corner. Like, I do think he has the ability.
He has ability, and we saw that a little bit early on in the season. He was taking chances like he did when he was in the SEC, and he had to learn there was a power curve that he had to learn. Like, those chances I did in college and I was successful in, it's different here in the NFL. It don't work in the NFL. Yeah. So he had to learn. He had to learn how to block and learn how to be able to cover in certain situations. He had to learn all that. He had to learn all that on this level.
Physical play. He understand how to like play against physical play.
Play physical. Yeah, physical receivers. Like to get turned around or rely on a safety heavily, and the safety fails you. Right now, you looking at or making a play on the football when you should make a tackle. Those type of things that he know. But again, you're learning on this level. So
yeah. So that's the thing. Like, I guess that's it. So we'll see. We'll definitely see.
Yeah.
Well, it's about time to like just close this show. Before we close this show, I want to make sure you all know to hit us up on our pre and post game show that air on that we go live on Sunday on Facebook Live, X Live, YouTube Live. Just hit just go to all of our channels on those platforms. You know what I mean? So just hit us up. All Burgundy and Gold Errything. Find us there. You know what I mean? You can listen to what's go live, man. Our pregame is dope. We're going to probably have Candy Waller. You know what I mean? Candy Waller's Bowie State. It's Bowie State Commanders. Bowie TV's Commanders reporter. So you know what I'm saying? So make sure you tune in. She's gonna be at New York. She's gonna be in New York. She's gonna be in New York. She's gonna be MetLife, as they call it, MetLife Stadium.
She's gonna be
at MetLife Stadium. So we're gonna have her live from MetLife Stadium, and she's gonna give us the rundown of what's going on with the Commanders, the vibe. You know what I mean? The weather conditions,
right? Cold.
You know what I mean? Cold, right? And also some of the notable actors and actors. We're just gonna talk about a lot of things in that pregame, postgame. That's our therapeutic. That's our therapeutic mode. Just in case they lose or they win, maybe we'll be happy. We haven't had a winning postgame in a long time.
We haven't had a winning postgame in a minute.
I know. That's something.
That is sad. I need a winning post game to see if all the followers come in on the.
That's what I want to see. That's what I want. I ain't gonna lie. That's what I want. I want to gauge it. I want to see, are they happy? Like, do we get more people when they get a win? I don't know, man. This is like it's wild because I don't know we would get a lot in a win now because like folks would think, why are they winning? They'll probably be saying to themselves, why are they winning? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You know what? We may get a lot of people. We may get a lot of people if they win, because then they'll probably be mad because it's like the draft status gets worse. So they'll probably be mad anyway. So that's a good one. Maybe we'll get a lot of people. I'm with that. Yeah. Hey, anyway, so make sure, like I said earlier, make sure you subscribe to our podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and Google Podcasts. Just search All Burgundy and Gold Errything. Also tweet us at ABG_Errything. Hit us up on IG at ABG_Errything, and like our All Burgundy and Gold Errything Facebook page. Make sure you subscribe to our All Burgundy and Gold Errything YouTube channel as well.
Mm-hmm.
You know what's cool, Glenn? Like now, we'll talk off air. I'll talk about this off air. Okay. Anyway, you've been listening to All Burgundy and Gold Errything, powered by the Urban Sports Data, Fox Sports Radio, 96.9 FM and 1340 AM. Hopewell, Virginia. For ages. Deuces. We out.